G'day guys, welcome to this week's weekly developer update. I'm CW, and joining once again we have Joe. How are you, mate?
Doing well. It's gonna be a lot of content coming out in and around when this dev update drops.
Yeah, so we've this video will be scheduled basically halfway through the Ergoversary, so we hope everyone's having a good time and I'm enjoying everyone's content. We've had a number of people, sort of core developers, but then also the Sigmanauts this time around have had a big influence in sort of the content creation, but then also the organization, the editing and everything like that. So it's great to see those guys getting on board as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of videos out there. Hope everyone's having a good time, and there's still a lot of more content to come after this video is released as well. So by all means, tune in and share the love around as well, because a lot of time and effort goes into making these videos, and it'd be great to spread all the information and everything like that around the crypto industry as well. So thanks everyone for contributing. All right, mate. Well, let's jump into this week's developer update.
All right, who's gonna start? Looks like Echo.
Echo's up. So once again, a little bit early, straight into it. He's got the Erg Explorer. So once again, if you want to see his Medium articles, he's got a link there. But then in short, it's the order tokens by name, hide and burn tokens. Also, the light CSS theme is implemented. The testnet support is up, and the visual updates. And then on the next sort of iteration next week, hopefully has the server and hosting updates finalized and visual updates. If you want to check things out, he provides the repo as well.
Awesome. All right.
Ooh,
All right.
Next we've got Ergbass, and pretty substantial update.
Ergbass has written a book here. Let's see. Looks like as Bass continues to gain popularity within the Ergo ecosystem, we're continually seeking innovative approaches and engaging with the community. We've decided to highlight the incredible talents of Ergo's artists and at the same time create a fun experience within the Bass fishing pond for the community. With a strong commitment to supporting artists, Bass has collaborated with a diverse group of creative minds to bring their unique visions to life. These talented artists have been given the exciting task of designing, I have no idea, Salio trophies.
Yep, I'll leave that one to you, mate.
Yeah, is a Spanish slang word with different meanings depending on the regional context. In Cuban Spanish, it refers to someone who is considered unlucky or jinxed. In The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway, the term Salio is used to describe the utmost level of bad luck. The main character, Santiago, goes through a string of unsuccessful fishing expeditions, illustrating the idea of being Salio. However, these Salio trophies might be considered by some to be a string of good luck. To obtain these special trophies, users will need to embark on a thrilling fishing adventure in the Bass fishing pond. Through the magic of RNG, every cast brings the possibility of ringing in one-of-a-kind trophy, making the fishing experience both fun and rewarding. Oh, and you also still get bass every time you reel in. So it looks like they've created a list of Ergo artists that are contributing. That's good to see. Looks like Funiculum, Erg Clay, Lichen, Erg Galore, Cyberpunk, Banana Warrior, It's a Bubble, Llama Del Rey, Junin, Froggy, Ergbass, and Maritza Art. So you won't want to miss those trophies. Some of the best artists on Ergo. So nice to see some community collaboration out there around projects. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Says number 2, I'm stoked to announce the Bass token and Ergo champions have officially entered into a major cross-chain partnership with BankerCoin, one of the top meme coins and gaming projects on Cardano. Through this partnership, Bass, Bank, and Ergo champs will have multiple initiatives to support one another through a synergistic approach that leverage the best of all three projects. So there's an opportunity to win Bank by fishing in the Bass pond. Looks like giveaways of Ergo champions and Bass tokens in the BankerCoin ADA Discord. Cross promotion of projects daily on Twitter, bi-weekly spaces between projects, and a special party to celebrate Rosenbridge once it goes live.
Awesome to see. And we
Yeah.
see a number of collaborations on the development front, but yeah, another highlight here, or taking that a little bit further as well with the artists getting on board and having that collaboration is great to see.
No, it looks like this keeps going. So number 3, I'm working with Spectrum to make sure that I have everything set up correctly to run Yield Farm for Bass. As soon as we do some testing, it'll be going live.
Great to hear. Thanks for that substantial update. Don't miss that one. Okay, next we have greenhat. So on his progress, has recorded the presentation for Oracle Pools V2 for the summit. I think from memory, it might have been released by the time this one's out, so by all means tune in. I
think you're right.
Found that missing ballot token mint in the contract update process rendered most of the ballot tokens in the testnet pool unusable, and I'll need to bootstrap a new pool. So added diagnostics to the voting process and relaxed ballot box loading to accept lapsed ballot tokens. I suggested the change to the ballot contract to avoid minting new ballot tokens on any change to the update contract. And a work in progress is testing and preparing to bootstrap a new pool on testnet. And then next up, bootstrap a new gold Erg pool on the testnet and test the new governance. So simplified voting in the new gold pool on the testnet. Links are provided as always.
All right. Looks like Luivatra is next. I was Paideia beta. Been waiting for Paideia.
One of those ones I like to say as well.
Yeah. Upgraded the latest app kit version thanks to Cheese Enthusiast for updating the Plasma toolkit. Yeah, shout out to Cheese. Looks like removed the ability for a partial unstake to allow for rewards only being given to stakers who have staked for a certain period of time without opening up or buying or selling right around the reward snapshots. That's a good thing. I've always been curious about that in proof of stake networks or staking in general. When you have a snapshot, how many people are going to try to game that?
Yeah, just front load everything and then withdraw, or that game theory.
Looks like Noob 77777 implemented notification system to be used for staking transactions, and it looks like the remaining is front end for proposals voting, a notification plugin for these transactions. With Crux doing some preliminary work on the backend design.
Welcome Crux as well. I think it was this week they actually announced and then provided their light paper and everything like that. So good to see another one sort of getting involved in the ecosystem. Okay, next up we have Captain Nemo and the Nautilus team update on the Fleet SDK front. So on the common side, fixed a bug on the first function when the first item is equal to 0. Also added ensure UTXO big int utility function. On the mockchain front, introduced mockchain package. So it's a simulated blockchain environment designed for contract unit testing with all major JS and TS test frameworks, automatic key generation, box and header mocking, contract reduction powered by Sigma Rust, and differential state logging. Then on the Age USD plugin side, added and tested the abstract Age USD bank calculations class. So if some brave soul wants to spin up a new stablecoin using Age USD protocol, this makes everything easier. And then just working on the exchange plugin. And then on Machina Finance or Machina Finance, the contract specs are being written and discussed. A few screenshots there as well for what's going on. It's great to see.
Yep. Looks like next we have Alex, the Ergo protocol research and development. Did another round of review for looks like the Ergo poll that he's been working on. So Alex is known to do that periodically, circle through something a couple of times. Working on NIPoPoW bootstrapping PR, a lot of polishing and fixes there. I think the PR will be proposed for review around Friday and will be merged into 5.0.13. On the other matters, he fixed tests for the Dexy repo, broken after the contract update. He's been making videos for the summit, and that always takes a bit of time to do it, especially if poor things, making them solo. That's always way harder.
Oh, mate, there's nothing more difficult than doing this video solo.
And looks like he's also reviewed Pulsar's contracts, which will be presented at the summit, and some other new and interesting stuff. Yeah, Pulsar's been working on, you'll often see him in baseless. Created something pretty fun for the community to play with.
Yeah, it's he's one of those characters who goes full degen in baseless, and some of the things that are said in there, and yeah, definitely can't be repeated here. But yeah, for him to come out and then just jump out of nowhere and start developing and things like that, it's fantastic to see someone who can have fun but then still committed to the ecosystem also. Okay, next we have the big cheese. So on the Plasma front, the Plasma toolkit has been updated to AppKit 5.0.3, as Luivatra sort of mentioned earlier, and it's now on the new repo with a link provided. And then on the SigmaFi front, continued work on auto liquidation contracts. Thanks, Cheese.
All right, looks like next we have high quality Erg with Ergcube. With the token dashboard, he created a open for all free token dashboard where people can find the following: charts, hourly, daily, monthly, prices, metrics, check all swaps, bull and bear sentiment, rich list, NFTs related to each token with their volume, SigmaFi bonds related to each token, staking rewards calculator, conversion calculator, Erg to dollar for each tokens, and also features of registered users, centralized at the moment, soon to be decentralized with access keys and whitelisting. So you'll get a personal swaps tab, a personal allocation of each token with dollar value stats, hourly, monthly, and weekly, and personal SigmaFi bonds and loans dashboard.
Yeah, nice.
And so, as always, dropped a lot of pictures. That's looking pretty clean. Nice to see.
Yep. Good to see people providing this on-chain sort of data and information, so you can probably, well, I'm assuming without chucking in an address, and it gives you all your details there for swaps and everything like that you've performed. But yeah, seeing things in real time on a simple UI is great to see. Yeah, next up we have pragmaxim. So he's made 10 pull requests in the uexplorer. Link provided. So it's managed to almost finish the indexing part up to the point where it can just add new indexes, so that all possible querying endpoints can be satisfied. After polishing that, we'll start working on the REST API. And then finally, indexing performance correlates with a number of cores. So 16 cores or 16 CPUs. Machine indexes entire chain pretty much 8 times faster than 2 CPU machines. So significant increase there, which is great to see.
Yeah. It looks like next we have MGpai with Lilium. He's finished the front end. Check out our 500 line main Ergo script contract. Looks like the back end should be finished. Just need to do some final tests once the front end is finished. With ErgoNames working on contracts, the UI and UX is being developed. With ZenGate, LGD and I are finishing up the database and starting on the contracts.
Awesome to see those two guys getting together and pumping out a number of, or working on multiple fronts at any given time as well.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's not an easy feat.
I know.
And finally, it looks like we have dEathgripson. An analog.
Yes, the death grips are on, right?
Yeah. Analog Ergo, so improving the GUI state logic to prevent glitches that mess up the swap context. Completed auto claim functionality from the EVM responder side. Improved file handling process, and planning on a video demo as soon as the initiator auto claim is finished and tested. I think that's everything this week. Yep, there's just a
Yeah.
bit of chat then. Too easy, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. It's great to see everything that's sort of going on here. The collaboration, I think, is one thing that always sort of piques my interest. You see LGD, MGpai working on multiple projects and things like that. The utilization of plasma libraries for Luivatra that's been made possible by Cheese, and then even on the artistry front with everyone sort of collaborating with Ergbass there. It's awesome to see all that collaboration, which is happening in Ergo, and it's making me sort of proud to be part of this ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Sometimes there's way too much drama and like NFT spaces between artists, between projects, and fun. So it's glad to see community working together.
Yep,
it's
most
awesome.
Definitely. Very well said. All right, guys. We hope that you are enjoying the content for the Ergoversary Summit. Thanks everyone that has contributed, both through content and the promotion and the editing, all the stuff that happens behind the scenes as well. Can't sort of thank you enough for everyone putting in all that time and effort. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the content, and there's still a lot more to come. So yeah, by all means, tune in. Thanks everyone for watching this developer update, and Joe, thanks for helping.
Yeah, happy to.
Too easy, guys. Have a good one.